Hi there, Year 4, it's Mrs. Morris here, and I'm going to be helping you with Tuesday's English today, and we're going to be looking at identifying character writing tricks today. So hopefully some of the things that we go through will help you complete the task for English today, and also to help you write your character later on in the week for your portal stories. So I'm just going to read this short extract for you. Anxiously, Miles's brown eyes scanned the street outside his school, waiting to glimpse his dad's yellow car. The cool air made him flinch, and he clasped his thick, fluffy hoodie closer to his body. He cringed as he heard the familiar growl of the engine, which grabbed everyone's attention. He hunched his shoulders, turned up his expensive headphones, and stepped towards the powerful car, ignoring the sniggers of the children around him. Since moving to the city, he had made no friends. He was a stranger in a school of thousands. He felt like a speck of dust in a room full of treasures. Everyone seemed funnier than him, more intelligent than him, and he hated it. Like a seal snatching an isolated fish, Miles lurched for the door handle and slid into the seat of the flashy sports car. He let his tense, aggressive expression drop, and he turned to his dad, who muttered, "Tough day, son. You'll get used to it, you know." Miles rolled his eyes and turned up his music. He had heard it all before, and it never seemed to change. So we're going to be looking at understanding character technique today, and with the text that I've just read, so you can go back and have a look at that shortly. You can highlight today, please, or copy out examples of the things below as you find them. So we're going to be looking for similes. Don't worry if you can't remember what they are, because we're going to talk about those in a second. We're going to be talking about noun phrases, adverbs to show how our character is feeling. Anywhere in the text where we've used the rule of three, now you might want to think back to when we did the rule of three before in our writing. Any words which I've tried to level up, can you see any words that sound impressive or particularly descriptive? And if you are happy and confident with doing 1 to 5, we've got a going deeper task. Can you improve any of my sentences? So we're looking for similes in the writing today, and it'd be really great if you could use some of those later on in the week in your writing. And remember, this video will stay up all week, so you can go back and revisit and have a think about what you could use in your own writing as well. So similes are words or phrases that are a comparison of one thing with another of a different kind. And that sounds a little bit confusing, but you can use it in all kinds of different types of writing. But I've put some examples of similes here for you. So you might describe someone or something as strong as an ox, or as brave as a lion, or my brother and sister fought like cat and dog. So you're making a direct comparison to something, but that something is of a different kind. Also in that short paragraph a couple of paragraphs that I read for you guys, we're looking for noun phrases. Okay, so that is something that has to have a noun in it, obviously. Okay, but then there is a description of that noun. So, but a really simple one here called which just says the black dog. That is a noun phrase. It's describing the dog as black. And if you then went on to develop that, the big furry black dog, that becomes an expanded noun phrase. Pretty straightforward ones, but that's what a noun phrase should look like. Okay. Also in that short part of the story that I've just read to you about a character description, I'd like you to see if you can find any adverbs which show how a character is feeling. Now, an adverb describes a verb. Okay, and it modifies verbs or adjectives. So we're looking at doing something perhaps anxiously, cheerfully, eagerly. Number 4, we're looking for rules of 3 being used in that bit that I just read for you. And don't laugh, because I put this example in here to try and demonstrate that to you, but it's certainly something that I wouldn't do. So Mrs. Morris leapt over the fence, sprinted up the hill, and cheered when she reached the top. And hopefully there, guys, you'll be able to see I've put 3 verbs in there. So I've put Mrs. Morris leapt over the fence, she sprinted up the hill, and cheered when she reached the top. So you've got 3 separate verb phrases there, or action phrases. And then, guys, we're going to ask you to look for number 5, any words which I've tried to level up. Can you see any words in that short piece that I read to you? Can you see any words that are particularly impressive or particularly detailed. And hopefully that'll give you lots of ideas about how you can use those in your own writing. Okay, if you get stuck, don't panic. You can always have a look back over the video or indeed email us for any help, all right? But just have a really careful read through a couple of times of that piece that I read to you, and hopefully you'll be able to use all these suggestions to try and find the similes, the noun phrases, the adverbs, the use of the rule of three, and that could be noun or verb phrases. I've put verb phrases here for you to help, or any words which you think I've tried to level up, which sound particularly impressive or particularly detailed. Give it a go, let us know how you get on, and hopefully this will be really useful later on in the week when you start writing about your own characters. See you later, Year 4.